Welcome in, everyone. This is Lalanascrochet. Lalana here. I'm just sitting here working on boggy blankets and apparently entertaining the kittens. I figured I'd have you guys with me. I got my last color on my last, because it's the last luck of the draw. Last week was Thursday. So I got all these little cat hairs. Go figure that, right? Yes, and these two will be for next year to send off. So my last color was, well, a color that was already in the blanket. So I actually just used the end of this one, which is the only one I had left out of all of them. So I put this last color, I thought I had it. I thought I had more. It's the other one that has more. So and then I put my border, my last row of my base color of my, so, and I ended up having to change them too. See the color difference? So I just had I ran out of everything. So it's okay. If I don't send it for the boggy, it'll be for the house. But it's, the colors are nice. I mean, they all go. It's just a scrap blanket, and you could tell. So I'm actually just now I'm going around with a single crochet into all the stitches and down the sides to kind of finish it off a bit. And I got laundry going in the background. My husband and I ran to town today. Well, not town. We ran to Sonoyta. He picked up my husband is a mechanic. So his job is an oiler at the mine. But he's a mechanic first and foremost. And he knows a tow truck driver that gets all the cars for, that get towed or whatever, especially like Border Patrol and whatnot. So and sometimes the people that had them don't want them, or they don't come back, probably because they're unable to, because they are in jail. So, like police seizures and things like that. He picks them up, takes them to his yard, and they don't get picked up. So he's got cars that hang around. So my husband is taking them, and some of them he gets, and he turns them into a nice car, and we use it, or sells it for the guy, or whatever. Sometimes it's a little side hustle. A lot of times he just doesn't get much for it. But we ran to town to check out a new little car. And that's what he's doing outside. Since he has a day off, yay! He doesn't get very many days off. But we did spend time together. That was nice. And Christmas yesterday was nice with his family. And so I got a bunch of pictures of my grandson opening his Christmas stuff from Santa. Very cute, very cute. He got an excavator that he can sit on and ride around, which of course, he's not even 2, so but he loves sitting on them cars and riding them around. He does a really good job. And he figured out that the arm lifts. So he's playing with that. It was pretty nice. Videos, I love it. Technology makes seeing the grandkid worth, you know, easier. Worth the technology headaches sometimes. And I'm just putting a single crochet. Well, this is the side, so it's a little harder because it's they're chain 2 and turn. But if you put 2 in every space, it's too many. I hear a kitten getting into trouble over there. And then I got a dog laying over on the couch. Yeah, she's on the couch on the other side of this chair. Out. Completely out. Let's see. As soon as I look at her, she stops doing whatever it was she was doing. She knows. She knows. Granny's gonna get mad. And it's funny how, you know, they lay around all day till I start talking. As soon as I start talking, it's like they've got some kind of craziness they have to start taking care of. They have to come see why I'm talking. I guess it is because when you're alone a lot, and then all of a sudden you start chatting with no one. I mean, not that you guys are no one, but I mean, you're not here yet. So they're like, hey, what's Granny doing? You can see her flinging the bird in the background. I went to my daughter's today and picked up some stuff. And brought it and put it in the barn for storage. She'll be moving in probably next week. Well, probably within the next day or two, actually. So she's ready to get her life started. So, because this is just a little speed bump. But it's okay. Let me gather my... Why is it so hard to get my yarn out? It's caught on the edge of the chair. That's what happens when I sit in the recliner and do this. Although I am liking the craft room chats. If you like the craft room chats, you know, just let me know. I like the relaxed atmosphere. Because I do this for company. I want you guys to come and sit with me for company. And this blanket is Luck of the Draw 13 with Mama Swift. But it's Creations by Jax. It's her pattern. And I've shown it before, but I love how on the edge, you see how it's got this nice border on the edge? That's why I'm just doing a simple little single crochet all the way around. It doesn't really need a border because the top is the 3 double crochets and the sides are the 4 half doubles all the way down both sides. So it's kind of, it creates its own border. And I love that. It makes life so much easier. And now that Christmas is over, what's everybody gonna do now that Christmas is over? I was watching the Fiber Floozy. She's gonna put her tree away already. Like, already? Christmas was yesterday. We did have a good time at my husband's sister's house. It was very nice. They have a couple of kids over there. And, you know, Christmas is for kids. So it was nice seeing them. They're like, look what I did. Look what I got. I'm building, and they're building, and one kid's he comes barreling down the hallway. Guess what I bought? And it's 20% off the skin for blah, 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 blah. And he's so excited. It's so cute. They're adorable. They're a little bit older kids, but like just before like junior high type age. But they're so cute still. Sometimes I miss having kids around. And then I come home to my nice quiet house. I'm like, nope, I'm good. Like I enjoy having my grandson around, and even if he comes and spends a night, and he's not even 2 yet, so and I enjoyed it even when he was a little guy, a little baby. I mean, he's still a little guy, but a little baby, and he'd come over and I'd have to get up and give him a bottle, and we did the burping thing, and he brings me so much joy. But he goes home. And then I get a full night's sleep the next night. Like, woohoo! The joys of the grandkids. And I told my son, he's like, Mom, he doesn't have to. They were here when they were making cookies. Or, yeah, because I wasn't really making cookies. It was my daughter and my son. And I was just hanging out. And we were just doing our thing, and I'm giving him a little taste of this and a little taste of that just before they left. And he's like, Mom, he doesn't need all that stuff. But, oh, I know. Just in time for him to go home with you, he'll be all sugared up. See ya. They do have a long ride, and he's still young enough that he sleeps most of the way home. I live for him, I live about an hour and 20 minutes away. So they have quite a ride to get home. But I sure like it when they come by. I like to have a plan, like not that we need a reason for them to come by, but it's nice to have a reason for them to come by, so they can be busy while they're here. Keep the parents busy. They came by and helped me put up Christmas decorations, and then they came 2 weeks later and did cookies, and so maybe I'll be able to get them to come by and put the Christmas decorations away. That'll be nice. Well, my daughter will be living here. She can probably help me. Granny just doesn't have the energy she used to have. Well, plus, I was sick. So when I was sick, sorry about that, got a phone call. But yeah, buggy. Blankets. I'm finishing this one. I have my diamond blanket here that I had to rip out one of the sides to take part of the pieces off. I'm gonna lay it all out and see where I need to fix, because one of the sections didn't fit properly, so I need to remedy that, and then that will be done. Probably do that in a little while, because I need to go in the bedroom for that. And then that will become an FO, a finished object. Because right now it's a UFO, an unfinished object. Boy, I sure can tell when I used I Love This Yarn and Karen Simply Soft. That's what I think it is Karen Simply Soft cake. I had this green was a Karen Simply Soft. It's so pretty and soft and lovely. Acrylic yarn sometimes really, really, really soft. There's others that are soft too, like the alpacas. Those are soft yarns. And if it has like a nylon or I think the word starts with a P. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But sometimes they feel really soft. And this blanket, I'm actually laying under it. Well, sitting under it. It's nice and warm. Cause it's well, okay, I can't say it's chilly. It's cooling down slightly, and I have the window open. It was like 77 degrees today. I wore shorts to town. My husband wore short sleeves. My daughter had on a tank top, a spaghetti strap tank top. Yeah, it was warm today. I am very disappointed in winter this year. In case winter is listening. It's some kind of El Nino or something. Hope you guys can hear me. And this, I'm almost back around to the start. Probably be not too long of a video. Because I'm gonna start dinner since the schedules were crazy because of Christmas. I didn't get to do Taco Tuesday, so guess what we're having tonight? And I didn't make a turkey or a ham or nothing. I did get a couple of leftovers, but I didn't make one, so there's no turkey tacos this year. Oh, darn. Yeah, I'm pretty good at turning turkey into, yeah, and I don't make ham tacos, but I can turn turkey into stuff. Turkey and dumplings, turkey cottage pie, turkey soup, just turkey and like turkey dinner leftovers. Because I made one year, I made cottage pie. It ended up, I'm sure it was more like a casserole. I just called it cottage pie. I put, I made the gravy, I put the sauce, the turkey in the bottom, and I put corn casserole in there. I poured the gravy over the top of it. I threw in some stuffing so I could keep the whole Thanksgiving flavor thing going. I covered the whole thing with mashed potatoes, and then I put cheese on it, and I baked it in the oven till it was hot through, and the cheese was all bubbly and delicious. And yep, we had cottage pie for dinner. Turkey dinner cottage pie. And turkey and dumplings, it's basically, I made turkey soup and threw dumplings in there. And then, I don't know, I always did stuff like that. I've made turkey pot pie, turkey tacos. I've actually made turkey taquitos. In Spanish, they're called flautas. I made flautas and it's just the turkey and then you shred it into, you shred it finely, and you put it into corn tortillas and roll it up and fry it. And they're taquitos. But I've made them out of like I made dozens and dozens and dozens of them out of turkey. I made an entire turkey just to have the flautas. So they're delicious. So yeah, that's one bad part about not making your own turkey dinner. You don't get the leftovers, unfortunately. That's the only bad part. So I've learned over the years. On Thanksgiving, I make turkey dinner again the next day. Because I usually didn't make a whole dinner. We'd go somewhere and just bring part of, you know, I would be assigned part of the dinner to bring, like rice or crudité, or, you know, I'd make the mashed potatoes or the stuffing or something, and everybody would bring a part. Kind of spreads the job out so nobody is burdened with making enough for 60 people. So, but that way you don't ever get leftovers. So I learned the next day I would make turkey dinner and just make just what my family liked, you know, turkey and like the basics, and so that the next day we would have. But I started inviting people, so I made 2 Thanksgiving dinners. So I would have everybody over and we'd eat Thanksgiving on Friday, and then I'd have leftovers enough to have gallons of turkey soup. I always think of that when I'm using my turkey leftovers. I think of that Christmas story. And the dogs come and eat the turkey, and he's like, no more turkey hash, turkey stew, turkey gravy, gallons of turkey soup. My poor kids probably thought of that too. Well, I guess that's it for now, guys. I'm at the end, so thank you for hanging out with me. I'll have another video out soon, I'm sure. See you later. Happy hooking.